Hello.
Welcome to BarstoolBuddhas.
Yeah, this may or may not be the first one. We've been messing with this for months. We've been messing with everything, the lights, and it's not perfect yet, but you got to start somewhere.
Somebody's a perfectionist.
Yeah, so I'm Jai.
Rip.
And we're going to sit here and talk about things, and hopefully we won't intentionally piss anybody off. We're not intentionally racist.
No.
Other than the fact we're white and we can't help that. So,
offending everyone.
Offending equal opportunity offender. So
absolutely.
If we're not triggering somebody, we're not doing our job. So what we intend to do on this video cast is just come around once in a while and just talk about things that are going on. And at some point we'll turn on the comments. It's not that we're fragile or anything like that. It's just that we're dealing with all this right now. And you know what? Everybody's going to say, well, the green screen's not perfect and this, that, and the other. And we know that and we'll fix it. But like I say, you got to, like, I think it was Tom Calvert on YouTube posted his first attempt. And it was awful. He had sheets hanging off the wall. There were shadows as big as a cow in the background. He just looked like he'd been out partying for about 6 months. But he put that out, and it was his first one. And he's really, I think there's so many I follow. I thought it was Tom Calvert. But anyway, his advice was just do it and then fix it. We've been doing this for 6 months. So
right.
This is the first time we had everything I thought we needed to get this done. So that's where we are. So, what do you want to start out with?
Let's talk about gas.
Gas?
Why's gas going up so much?
Well, they shut the pipeline off, and they're going to stop fracking, and the Saudis and everybody else now gets to sell their gas at their price.
Mm-hmm. Summer blend coming too.
Well, yeah. It's like everything went back like it was before the last election. You know, when Obama was in, we had thousands and thousands at the border. Gas prices were astronomically high.
Right.
A lot of people were unemployed, and it's never going to get any better. Get used to it.
We've backed up 4 years.
Oh, no, backed up further than that.
Yeah.
We're almost back to Gerald Ford now. Jimmy Carter.
Gerald Ford slips one time, and they make fun of him for the rest of his life. And Biden falls down 3 times, going up the Donkey Kong stairs to Air Force One.
Well, you know, I look at that. It's amusing because it's a comedic moment, but not for him. And I feel sorry for him. That guy's he's obviously not doing well.
He should be someplace enjoying his retirement. He's being used.
You know, he needs to call up Cuomo and get a couple excess girlfriends and go on vacation, whatever, you know.
So President Harris is already in office, apparently.
Oh, she's been in office. I just can't wait for that. So, well, you know, that's unfortunate. He's falling down like that but anyway, I've fallen up steps.
I have too.
You know,
We've all done it.
I've been married 3 times. So, I mean, you're going to put me on the news, you know, I'm going to look like a fool too. So you can't blame people for doing human things like falling down when forgetting your name and forgetting you're the president of the United States. Shit happens.
Yeah, yeah. Like going downstairs on crutches and forgetting which way to orient them.
Yeah, that hurts. So, yeah. So, did you get your magic check from the unlimited supply of money coming down the road?
Oh no, the wonderful IRS. I tried to update my banking information, and I did it successfully. They still try to send it to my old bank, so it'll bounce back, and I'll get it in the mail in a few weeks.
Oh my God!
Even though I changed it successfully.
You changed your bank?
Yeah, I did that a year or so ago. So the first one they sent out, they tried to send it to the old bank. Then when they did the second one, it went direct deposit. But then this one, it showed me it was trying to send it to my old account again. Who knows where they're sending money?
They sent my first 2 Social Security checks to somewhere, and they bounced. And it took a while to get, but they were really good. But I had to get on the phone. This whole texting and phoning thing didn't work.
Yeah.
Bureaucrats, if you can pin one down on the phone, it's probably the only way you can get it done. Although I will say Social Security is way more efficient than people tell you that it is. I had no problem with any of those folks. They've always been helpful. But the other thing that's going on is that Mr. Cuomo's got another accuser today. But you know what? And this is one thing I did want to talk about. I don't like Cuomo. I don't like his politics. I don't like anything about the guy, as far as I can tell. You know, I've never met him personally.
But
this is America. due process. It has to
Absolutely.
Be, it has to be this. If they can cancel him, I mean, he's one of the big shots. That means nobody's safe. That means it means the mob has gained control, and there's nothing anybody can do. I personally, I hope that they investigate it. If it's true, then we'll do what you need to do. Follow all the protocols. That's what makes us a civilized nation.
Right.
But this cancel culture is gone from being amusing and annoying to radically dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Cancel Mr. Potato Head, Dr. Seuss.
There he is right there.
And then here we go with, you got what's going on the stage on the Grammys, but that's acceptable? Oh, gosh.
And she just keeps screaming, bring me a bucket, bring me a bucket. Yeah, bring me a bucket. I'm going to puke in it. That's what I'm going to do. That was awful.
I hadn't watched that show in years. Why?
I was asked the other day that, well, you're a guy, you're an old guy, you may be semi-alive, so did that in any way excite you? I said, it motivated me. I turned off the TV. It's just,
That's a choice we all have.
You know, and that's great. And that's another point. You know, in the old days when they were going to boycott this person, boycott that person for showing these commercials or doing this or doing that, all you had to do is turn the TV off.
Yeah.
And there's how many channels now? 500 channels out there. Yeah. So, you know, grow up a little bit. So I don't have to watch the Grammys. I don't care. But you know, it goes down to what is common decency? There may be small children watching that. There may be people in this country who don't want that.
Right.
And I'm not for censorship. I'm just thinking people need to start taking personal responsibility for their own values.
Oh, gosh. That's not even taught anymore.
I mean, it's like the values are being funneled down at us now, and the cancel culture people are telling us what our values are and telling us
people don't have their own.
How wrong we are.
People are growing up without any kind of direction.
Yeah, I've been to Ohio. I know how that goes. Yeah. Although I do know a lot of people in Ohio that I like, but, you know, I consider it's like they're on parole or something from the real world. And God help the people in New York. I have some really good friends in New York, and I'm going, come on, you can make it. Just jump the harbor there, swim across the Jersey.
Do you see how much of the bailout money was going to blue states and blue cities that had just totally mismanaged their funds? So I said this a long time ago. The average taxpayer across the country is going to be taking care of about 5 or 6 states.
Well,
that had just
remember in New York, they
up.
did the same thing decades ago. They bailed New York out, and then they bailed Chrysler out. You know, sometimes I don't think it's a bad thing, but there's no accountability.
And now it's San Francisco, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, Baltimore. I mean, they're pouring money into these places. They've wasted their public funding for their pensions and everything they've promised people. They've misused their funds. Something's going to change. And it's going to be ugly when it does.
It's changing. It just rarely changes the way you want it to. So anyway, that's a lot of gloom and doom crap going on.
How about something on the upbeat scale?
Well, you know, I still got one thing to bitch about. You know, a week ago, about 6:25, 6:35, it's getting light. Yeah, you get up, you get around moving. By the time you need to do something, the sun was up. And then the government again has mandated you can't have light at that time of day. We want the light at the other end of the day. So now it's 7:30,
yes,
and the sun is coming way up. So in about a month, it'll even out, I guess. But leave it alone. Do they have to meddle with every damn thing?
Yeah.
Everything. Even the sun's not safe.
Twice a year, the collision repair business goes way up.
You will not rise till we tell you so. You will not go down.
What is it? Some parts of Indiana they don't go along with that and haven't for decades.
It confuses the corn.
They stayed on their schedule.
Oh, there's places, I think, in Indiana at certain periods of the time, there's a central time zone, the eastern, and then they've got their own somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, so
and it doesn't go back and forth.
Well, like I said, corn doesn't have to go to meetings. It really doesn't care. So I don't know. It's getting going. It's going to be nice. It's starting to look like it's going to warm up a little bit. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 60s, upper 60s all week.
And get the motorcycle out and do whatever. See if I can ride around on that. So, I don't know.
Keep the rubber on the road.
Yeah. So, we're going to have this planned a little better than next ones. Like I said, this was just an initial one, just to shoot shit a little bit, see if the whole stuff all works.
What's it sound like?
See if we don't get banned from YouTube first time out.
Can't. No.
Yeah, you never know.
You know, we got to screw up a lot.
So we want to thank our friends for the backdrop. That's a picture of their place where we live. And he didn't give me permission to use his name, so I won't. But thank you very much. And we'll see you next time.